I'm going to talk you through now how to answer a part B from paper 2, which is Christianity, and from the second half of paper 2, which is Christian practices. This question is quite a general question. It's quite a nice, easy one because it's asking how Christians, so not a particular denomination, celebrate the Eucharist. So if it was asking just about Roman Catholics or Protestants, you would have to be more specific. But this one is just saying Christians. So you can refer to different types of Christians, but equally you don't have to. And you could just talk about Roman Catholic baptisms and make 5 points about that. Because it's a part B, we need to make 5 quite short descriptive points. You keep an eye on the time. When you get to 5 minutes, finish your point and move on. Remember that you can get full marks for making 3 really good points, and that if they include sources of wisdom and key terms, they're probably going to count. So please don't spend extra time on a part B trying to get that 4th or 5th point. It's much easier to get the first few marks on the next question than it is to get the last point on the question you are currently on. So I'm going to talk you through the 5 points that I have made, and I'm going to talk you through why I have used particular words or approached my question in a certain way. So first of all, I have said that the Eucharist is remembering the events of the Last Supper. And so Christians are celebrating the Eucharist by remembering those events. I have to say what Christians are doing. It wouldn't be enough to just say the Eucharist remembers the Last Supper, because that's not answering the question. The question is saying describe how Christians celebrate. So what are they doing? And the first thing they are doing is remembering the events of the Last Supper. That also allows me to get in a source of wisdom and to talk about Jesus saying, do this in memory of me. My second point then talks about Christians saying a prayer of confession, recognising that they are not ready to receive the Eucharist. Again, I've got the key term confession in there. My third point talks about the priest or the vicar saying set liturgical prayers. Look at the use of key terms there, reminding Christians that Jesus died to atone for our sins. My answer is packed with key terms, but I've used them in a way that's relevant. I'm talking about what Christians do. I've then spoken about the actual crux of the ceremony, so the priest holding up the bread and wine and what he says. And then my final point is about the congregation. I've used that word deliberately because it's a key term, taking it in turns to receive the bread and wine and what the priest and the congregation say.